Hello, and welcome to my channel, and today is the final savory pie of this month. I am going to try and make a quiche, which technically isn't a pie, but it's kind of like pie adjacent, right? I don't really know if this is going to work at all, but I have two different plans, and whichever one looks the best, that's what I'm gonna go for. So we have pizza dough here. This is from the prosciutto pizza from Scratch 2, and I'm going to make a little crust for my quiche, so then I can actually do a little frozen moment, because I want it to look like the berry pie where I take a slice out of it and I just hover it up like that. So to try and get the consistency that I think it would have, I'm going to use mashed potatoes from the meatloaf leftovers. Whoopsie daisy, I dropped the eggs. These are from the deviled eggs from Easter 2. I think it's Easter 2, right? We have those, but then I also was wondering, will this look like the consistency of a quiche, or will it still kind of look like mashed potatoes? So I also have crushed ice just in case these little pebbles make a better texture than what's essentially sand texture. So we'll see how that goes. So first things first, I need to make the crust so that I can start setting, because this needs like an hour and a half to set, I think, which is a long time, but we can get it started now. I need some scissors. Oh, do you want me to read the good stuff? I don't really know if people enjoy reading the good stuff and like the mini stuff or the cool stuff, but I can because it's cute and I do appreciate them. So on this side, since I flipped that one over, it says feeling lazy, call 555 order now. That's really cute. Let me make sure that the good stuff on both sides are the exact same. Slice of fun pizzazz. Let's see if this one's the same. Oh, I'm jacking up my table. Oh, whoopsie daisy. Yeah, looks like it maybe. Wait, no, they're different. Oh my goodness, they're actually different. Hold on, there's a little crease in it. Good stuff, serving size, one awesome mini. The percentage is the daily value. Adorable 100%. Pizza 100%. All you need for fun 100%, and total smiles 100%. Daily value is based on how much fun it will be to make this mini. Is that what it says? I kind of forgot. Hold on, they're actually different. Wait a second. Okay, it was a slight struggle to flip this one over, but good stuff, serving size, one awesome mini, daily value percentage, slice o fun 100%, pizzazz 100%, vitamin happy 100%, and total joy 100%. Daily value is based on how much fun you'll have while making this mini. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. I didn't think that they were actually going to do two different good stuffs, because I'm pretty sure that it's the exact same, just different colors. And usually they don't do two different ones, but that's so cool. That's so good. Let me get my scissors. All right, so I'm going to try and preserve this as best as possible, because oh wait, no, I'm gonna have to cut it like this. I'm a liar. So the entire top row is just gonna be gone, which is okay. And then I guess I'm probably going to end up putting these in like a little plastic baggie. Let me open up both of them real quick. Okay, so since I don't need too much of this, oh whoa, this is weird filling. I don't know if this is the same texture as the espresso pie, but like weird. Is this what clay feels like? I've always wanted to get into clay modeling, and like someday it is going to become an extra sundry on Sally Sundries, but like I am not going to be good at it. Maybe like that much. Should I do half and then just like cut the axis? Might as well. Should I do half? No, I feel like I shouldn't do half. I feel like I should do half of the half, a quarter, if you will. Okay, and then if I need more, I can always come back to it. So let me put that in there. Let me actually get a plastic bag just so this doesn't start drying out on me immediately. Is that about-ish the same? Maybe a little bit more. Is that better? Kind of. Okay, now they're in a trusty Ziploc bag. So let's mix these together, see if I actually even need any more. They're kind of like oily. Can you see that on the table? They're kind of like oily, which is kind of weird. Let me put that back in the middle. Is this what clay feels like? It's kind of funny. It's kind of like a harder Play-Doh, if I do say so myself. But I really do want to get into clay modeling sometime. I have for like a few years at this point, because I think it's very cool, and I think I would be able to do it decently with enough practice, but that'll probably end up becoming a Sally Sundry sometime, because it is called Sally's Sundries, you know? So it is miscellaneous things, not just Miniverse, but I haven't had the time nor effort to actually add more sundries into it, but next year I will, because I'm going to cut back on the Miniverse a little bit. I'm just going to do 1 video a week compared to 2 videos a week, because doing 2 videos just takes a freaking while. Ooh, look at that. That's a nice color, actually. It really is kind of pizza doughy color too. It's so cute. Oh, I love Miniverse. Like, I do want to do all the Miniverse eventually, but like, I want to focus on other things too. Okay, so this is done, I think. Question mark. And well, let me fold it over one last time and try and like ball it. This is one problem of having gloves on. I can't actually roll it in my palm, but should be good enough to do that with, right? Okay, so plop that in there. And then I have Sue from Sally Sue's Dragon's Blood. And I'm just going to try and like slightly put that in there. Or should I use an actual cup? I have a cup somewhere. I actually have tiny milk bottles. I totally forgot I had these. I got an extra duplicate accidentally because I was looking for, I don't even know what I was looking for since it was like a year ago at this point. Oh, this might not work. Hello, let it go, let it go. Okay, so I don't really need this, and I also don't really need this. So this was pretty much the exact amount, about like a quarter. I might roll that into a ball or something and see what happens when it tries. Cause I still have this ball that was made with the cake mixture, like the liquid cake mixture. Oh yeah, no, it's so sticky. Maybe if I do it like that. Oh yeah, that works. I just wish it was more pressed down. Okay, does that work? Am I pressing it down too much? We'll find out later, I guess. Sheesh. Who knows? Okay, let me clean up the sides again, because I don't really want like an overlap, like too much of an overlap. It needs a little bit more on this side and on this side. Hopefully that's good enough. This is gonna be a thick crust. Oh no. You know, it's fine. It's okay. I wish I had like something flat. A spoon, because this is how I would actually make like a tiny cheesecake crust. Use a spoon and press that down in there. And I mean, it's not really going to be noticeable afterwards. I just wish I knew how thick this bottom was, because like it looks thick. I wish I could make it like more like flat over here instead of like raised. I feel like it looks bad raised because oh no, there's a hole in it over here. I don't even know if you can see what I'm doing. I didn't zoom you in. I apologize. There's a hole over there that I need to fix. Okay, and then I'm just peeling off the excess that's around the top again. Okay, so now just gonna try and flatten it. I think this might be a little too high over here. I do have a free hand now, so I can actually zoom you in a bit. Hello, welcome. Sorry that you were having to squint to see what I was doing. I apologize for that. I kind of got a little bit into the zone too quickly, but now we have this crust, and I am going to attempt to like make it look a little crimped. Although it wouldn't really make sense that the crimp would be on the inside. Now that I'm thinking about it, this bothers me over here. Gosh dang it. What if I take a little bit of that off? Does that look better? And then slightly, yeah, this is a really thick crust, but I feel like it's still going to serve the same purpose. Like it's still going to look the same, hopefully, right? Like the shepherd's pie that I have over there. Does that look okay? I'd say maybe, because wait a second. I do still have this last but not least one. Oh no, it's like half of it's like half of it. What do you mean? Okay, hold on. Let me scrape some out and see just how far down it is. I mean, it's not too bad. I can definitely fix it though. Like I can definitely slightly, okay. I'm just going to scoop a little bit off the top here, like that. Scoop a little bit more off top. I'll fix that. Don't worry. I'll fix it later. I don't know how much I can actually work with this. Like, I'm not really sure how long it's going to take to actually harden, like the cake mixture, where it turns into pretty much something that I cannot mess with, or else I'm just gonna jack it up. But so far, it seems like it's fine. And it's been like 10 minutes. I've been messing with this for like 10 minutes, like a freaking hooligan. I just hope that it easily comes out of this ramekin, or else I'm gonna be a little sad about it. I mean, I feel like for what it is, it kind of looks good. There's still some pieces and parts that like could be more flat, like over this way, kind of like that, where like there's a clear indication of how the heck it actually went in there. centimeters to put compared to it being a whole slope. Okay, so I want to believe that I am done messing with this and just hope for the best that it's actually decent. And then I'm going to take a toothpick around the edge just in case it does adhere to the side more than I want. So I'm just going to slightly try and move all of this off of the edges of this ramekin, so then it's hopefully a little bit easier to peel up and out. Well, most of it is going to just stay in the ramekin. It's just that I need one slice to come out of the ramekin, and I'm hoping for the best. Honestly, this also just kind of makes it look better overall anyways, compared to it coming over the edge. Oh, dang, coming over the edge of the ramekin like that. Okay, kind of like that, and then I'm just going to slightly try and smooth it out with my fingers. I don't think it's gonna work, but keep it away from the edges just so it's an easier time, even if it doesn't look the best that it could be. Oh wait, I could use the spoon to try and like smooth it out just a tiny bit more. This side is coming a little bit too far off. Same with this side. Honestly, I could push most of the sides back a little bit further just so it retains that shape like that. Does this look decent, by the way? Like if I slightly try and like crimp it. No, that looks terrible. Oh wait. What if I use literally the tiniest part? Does that look better? No, I don't think you can really tell. I think it would be cute if it actually worked, but it doesn't really look like it's crimped. Would you call it crimped? I don't really know what that term would be. I mean, I guess I'm committing to the bit because what I apparently didn't stop after the third try, so I guess I'm crimping the edges. Some of these are definitely gonna look a little bit more jank because there's this part that's a lot more wiggly than all the other parts. Okay, does that look good? I'm slightly redefining these edges that's over this way, just so it actually like, well, honestly, this is not what a pie would look like, but it's fine. Crust? Would you consider a quiche a pie, an open face pie, like the berry pie that I made? Or like, what does pie pertain to? You know, what is pie? Okay, like that. I mean, it's kind of cute. It kind of works. All right, that's done. That's done for now. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that as is because I have the other ball and it kind of bounces because it's so doughy and I appreciate it. So we're gonna take this ball. We're gonna take this ball and we're just going to plop it up there. Yeah, okay, we'll see what happens to that in like an hour or two. Okay, so now, actually, I can also put this up there to rest too, so then I have the entire table. So, I got 2 bowls. Let me scoot you down a little bit, what the heck? So, I got 2 bowls, and I'm going to scoop some. I'm just going to do a tiny bit to see which one actually looks the best. So, we're gonna take, actually, wait. We're gonna take one of the egg yolks. We're gonna take one of these little egg yolks. Okay, apparently fingernail doesn't work for this. Come out. There we go. Sheesh. So, one little egg yolk. It's such a hard little egg yolk, so hopefully it actually like mixes properly. Should I stab it a couple of times to... Yeah, it's very... maybe I just use my finger for this to try and crush it into a more manageable sand texture so that I can put it with the mashed potato sand. What in the world? I don't remember it being like this. What the heck? I literally made the deviled eggs. I don't remember them being like this. Okay, hopefully that works. Hold on. Okay, I brushed off my hands because goodness gracious. And then I'm going to put approximately the same amount of mashed potatoes in there so then it's not too yellow. I don't want it to be like super duper yellow. A little bit more. Why are you bringing the entire thing of mashed potatoes with you, please? Okay, is that enough? Maybe, we'll see. Let's take the toothpick actually. I think the toothpick helps me out a little bit more. Well, will this help me better? Maybe, because then I can push it together like that. Okay, so we're just gonna mix these together so then it looks more egg color. Like, yes, I know egg yolk is egg color, but like, I don't know. I don't want it to be like unnecessarily yellow. Okay, I mean, it's being kind of weird. It's being kind of strange, and it's not actually combining properly. There's like patches of yellow in there, so gotta come in and squeeze it myself, I guess. Okay, that should be good, right? Oh, whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie daisy again. Sheesh. Okay, that should be good. And then I'm going to add some resin to it. Honestly, let's see if this method works better already. I mean, I'll probably still do both, but we'll find out. So in my tiny fridge, I have this cheese that is very, very yellow, like unnecessarily yellow, and this cream base that I used for the chicken pot pie, and it's just white resin pretty much. It's like the consistency of the mayonnaise, I feel like. So I'm going to scoop some of this out for mainly just the white color, but also it's a thick consistency, so it should actually like hold up to the standard that I hope for. I'm not going to add too much because quiches are not like that might have been too much freaking fracking patty whacking. Okay, so put that back in there, and then let me mix this around a little bit, see how this goes. I mean, is kind of giving quiche. I feel like it's a little bit too yellow. Like I need a little bit more white in there, but although quiches are very yellow, like they are yellow, but I don't know. I don't want it to be like too yellow, if you know what I mean. But that's kind of giving quiche. Like quiche, the scrambled egginess of a quiche, right? So that is mixture number 1. I need another spoon and I didn't realize. Okay, so second bowl with a spoon, we got the crushed ice. These bag clips, adorable, but putting this bag clip back on here was kind of a hassle, but I still got to show it anyways because I love them and it's tradition now. It will always be a thing on my channel to show the bag clip if I get a bag clip. So let me place that down gently and show you said bag clip. Look at how cute it is. It's adorable. It's adorable. All right, continuing on. We got some crushed ice. I am trying so carefully not to accidentally spill this or like something. Maybe the other side. The other side seems more. Okay, and then I'm going to attempt to put the same amount of mixture. Honestly, maybe a little bit more. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna lean this up against my fridge so then I don't accidentally hit it. So for this, it's going to need more cheese, more yellow. What? More cheese. Yeah, so it's very yellow cheese, right? So it is borderline orange, but I don't have any yellow resin anymore. So we're just gonna deal with orange, okay? Okay, just imagine that it is yellow, like an egg yolk. Okay, thank you. And we're just going to mix this around as best as possible. Definitely way too much yellow, orange, nacho cheese. Let me put a little bit more crushed ice in there because I feel like it would benefit from that. Okay, maybe that much. We'll find out. Although it is very unruly. It does not want to get off of the freaking spoon. So I'm not sure, even though that I feel like this is kind of the better texture. Does this look like more, does this look more like egg? Yeah, it does. It looks more like egg compared to this. Yeah, it does. It does look more like egg. Oh, okay. Oh, and then what I did want to do is like combine them a little bit to see if having a combination of the two would actually look better. So I'm going to take a little bit of this, just a little bit though, because I don't really want to use all of this. Oh, whoa! Sorry if that got left in. I didn't mean to sound like that. I dropped stuff. Actually, technically, I could just use this. Get in there. There we go. Okay, that might be enough. We'll find out. Let me put it over in that corner actually. And then let's mix this around. And now it has like a half and half. Actually, that's really good. Wait, is that more egg or is this more egg? I feel like maybe if I put more crushed ice in than the sand, then it would definitely be the proper consistency. This is actually going a little bit better than I expected. I didn't think that it was going to actually look like egg. Oh my goodness. So plan A, plan B, plan C worked. The trifecta, it worked. Okay, so we're going to take this bowl, since this is the bowl that has the crushed ice mixture in it, and we're just going to add the rest of this in there if I can get as much as possible. So that's like that. I'm gonna put this spoon back into that bowl over there. Okay, so we're gonna mix this together, see how this turns out a little bit. Oh my gosh, it actually looks like it. Maybe a little bit on the less yellow side. because the nacho cheese is definitely not helping this, but like, wow, that actually looks like scrambled egg texture. I feel like it's not quite there, but it's definitely going to freaking work. Okay, so now what's going to happen is to make enough of the mixture, I'm going to add maybe like 2 more egg yolks in it, or maybe 1, because I said that I wanted it to be less yellow, right? So 1 more egg yolk. Why doesn't this come out on the first try? What in the world? No, please do not drop things. It really is just kind of stuck in there sometimes. Like, hello? Okay, maybe if I hold it sideways. Oh yeah, that worked. Okay, cool. Okay, there's 1 egg and then a little bit of mashed potato. We can put approximately that much in there. And then a lot of crushed ice. Yeah, this is working. And then the thing is, if I have leftovers, I have containers. I have containers that I will put these in. And then with the trusty toothpick, we're going to take some more cream base out here. And we're going to not put as much because I feel like it doesn't need as much. That's probably good. Uh-oh, that's probably good. Oh my goodness. Okay, honestly, I can leave the toothpick in there. Okay, and then we just mix that all around and then we have a quiche mixture. Yay. Although it is quite annoying to actually try and mix this because everything keeps getting stuck to the spoon and I'm trying to crush the little egg piece and it's just not really cooperating. But like, oh, there's another giant piece of it, but like it looks like quiche texture. And then I'm going to add some extra stuff to it to actually make it look like a quiche that has some flavorings in it, and it's gonna be good. I'm sorry I sounded like that. I don't know what happened. I'm excited. It's gonna be good. It's gonna come out great. Honestly, don't do what I did with the egg. Put the egg and the mashed potatoes in a separate bowl again, or like just like take them and crush them up with your hand again, because that was a whole lot easier than sifting through crunchy bits and then finding like this giant piece over here, and then you just gotta sit here and do this, and it's kind of nerve-wracking actually. Okay, I think that's the freaking mixture. Wow, it actually kind of looks like a freaking quiche. I didn't think that it was actually going to work that well, so pats on my back for myself. Okay, so I'm going to add a couple of things. For one, I'm definitely going to add some herbs because I want it to look like they're spinach. I've only had like 3 different quiches in my life, but my favorite is like spinach and feta. I don't really like meat being in my quiche apparently. Like I don't like bacon being in a lot of things. If you give me just straight up bacon, I'll appreciate it. But if you give me bacon on a cheeseburger or something, no, I will take the bacon off. Thank you very much. So if you put bacon or ham in my quiche, I won't appreciate it. So I don't know. So I'm putting some herbs in it to look like little chopped up pieces of spinach, but I'm also going to chop up some actual little leaf herb pieces to make it look like spinach, and hopefully it looks all cute and dandy. I do have bacon pieces, but I don't know if I want to put them in there. Should I put salt and pepper in it? I probably should, but the pepper pieces are going to be gigantic compared to I don't know, a full-size quiche. Like if you think of it on like an actual tiny scale, these pieces of pepper are going to be gigantic, but it's fine. It's okay. I feel like I won't put too much in there. Yeah, kind of like that. It kind of looks like little black sesame seeds, and I think that's adorable, honestly. Should I put some chili? You know what? Let's make it the whole shebang, really. Let's put a little bit of chili pepper in there, if I can find it. Maybe a little bit more. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, okay. I'm always afraid of the ones that don't have a shaker, like the salt and pepper, because they're on me. I think that I got resin on me and I might have to get up to go wash my freaking hands. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's cute and it's coming together. Look at that. That is so freaking cute. Let me get these pieces. Let me smooth it out a little bit. That is so cute. Oh my gosh. Will it look like a quiche by the time I get done messing with it? Maybe not as much anymore. You can tone it down if you want. I would honestly recommend toning it down because I have problems with adding too many things. But the last but not least thing before I actually go and wash my hands, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So I have these little bacon pieces and I also have this little bag of salad, right? So I'm going to, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to chop up one singular piece of bacon. Honestly, I'll probably only chop up like half of the piece of bacon. Are these like the squiggly ones? The squiggly ones. What? The stretchy ones. There we go. Are these the stretchy ones? Because I do not know. I think this came with the BLT. They're not stretchy, but they are bendy, so that'll help me out. And then I'm going to open up this and take the green leaves, or even these ones, whatever these are, because this is a mixed bag, it seems like. And I'm gonna chop these up, and they're gonna act like my my spinach, right? So I'm gonna come back with a little bowl full. Yeah. I'm gonna come back with a bowl full of spinach and bacon pieces. Okay, BRB. And we're back with tiny little cut up pieces of bacon and also spinach. I just got it from the little bag of lettuce and stuff, so it's technically lettuce, probably cabbage, but it's tiny spinach in my heart. Should I just add all of it, or should I should probably portion it. Put like a little bit in there at a time and do that, and like one more piece of leaf. Yeah. Okay, so let's see how that goes. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. Also, it's been enough time for the crust to set, so I'm going to see how our dough is doing and see if it's actually cuttable at this point. But we're gonna mix this around in here first. I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna need some more bacon pieces at the very least. I would literally never appreciate bacon in my quiche though, but just to add, you know, that extra little pizzazz and get like some of these little pieces out. Okay, how's that? Oh my gosh, it actually kinda works. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's see how the dough ball is doing first. Oh, that is solid. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Alrighty, so let's bring, oh yeah, that is solid. Great. So now I am going to, can I peel it out just straight up? Okay, let's see. Did my method actually work where I pulled it away from does this work? Or is it just stuck? Maybe I go in with, oh my gosh. Oh, it's beautiful. Although this lip is bad. This is bad, but it's okay. Wow, okay. Okay, so now, since I like using my scissors more than an X-Acto knife, I just really need to practice with it, actually. I'm going to cut through this right in the middle. Oh, perfect. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, and then we're going to take, should I put it, which one looks better? Right here or right there? Yeah, this one looks better, I think. Right here or right there? That's a big piece of quiche, but honestly, it would show more of the quiche, so I'm not opposed to this. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Oh wow. Oh, I actually made it too thin at the bottom, but that's okay. Oh yeah, I definitely made it way too thin at the bottom, but that's okay. Okay, so now we take tape and we're going to put tape in between here and also around here to do our frozen moment. So I got some gift wrap tape. I just feel like it's the easiest tape for me to work with sometimes. And we're going to chop just a little bit off of there and chop this in half. I have learned from the last time when I did the berry pie, it was way too high. So I'm gonna chop this in half, and that can stay on the scissors for now, honestly. And then put this on here, sticky side towards the pie. If it would get off of my finger, my goodness. Okay, there. Oh wait, I think it might be too slippery. Oh no, excuse me? It's too slippery for tape to stick on it. Oh, is it because it's oily? Oh my gosh, it's because it's oily. Okay, Actually, maybe a little bit of rubbing alcohol on these sides will make it less slippery and I can actually stick the tape on there. So honestly, I could keep the piece of tape. I can put it right there. Okay, BRB. Okay, I accidentally got way too much on this tiny piece of paper towel and it's probably going to take some of my fingernail polish off, but what if we just slightly and see if that helps? And then take the little piece and also do the exact same thing. Hopefully this works. And then I'm gonna let this dry for a couple seconds because, you know, it's rubbing alcohol, and see if that helped a little bit. Okay. All right, that's probably enough time. I also wiped down the table just in case. So let's see, does this work now. Don't know why I did that, but don't worry about it. No. Not exactly, but I can make it work a little bit. No, not really. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do is kind of wing it. It's time for the kind of winging it portion of the show. Let me see if I can. Well, this one is going to be the easier one to, the easier one to fill up. So let me see. Oh my goodness, what in the frack? You want to stick to everything but the thing that I want you to stick to? It's like cling wrap. I hate cling wrap. My goodness. Okay, and let go on my finger. Okay, it's almost gonna work, maybe, perhaps. Nope, it's not sticking whatsoever. Okay, I guess I have to wing it. All right, well, I didn't want to wing this. I didn't want to have to try to wing this, but I will attempt. So I am going to take this. The thankful thing about this is that it's pretty thick of a mixture, so it should hold its shape pretty freaking well. So I'm gonna take the mixture and I'm just going to plop it in there. Come on, there we go. I'm just gonna plop it in there, mush it around a little bit, try and make it even, and honestly kind of hope for the best, because for whatever reason it also doesn't really want to stick. Hello, you stick to everything. Honestly, the bacon kind of looks like little tomato pieces, and I am not mad about that. Honestly, spinach and tomato is also a very, very good combination, and I'm just trying to make sure that I don't jack up any other area, because I want the top to look its best, but this little corner, this little cutout piece doesn't necessarily need to look its best, because it's going to be covered up by the frozen moment anyways, pretty much. Let's try and make this more into a point. Now, why don't we? This little piece of bacon is giving me a conniption fit. Stop it. Get out of there. Both of these pieces of bacon, honestly. Put more normal egg in this corner, please. Thank you. Honestly, this little bacon piece could go over here, because you don't really see any little bacon pieces over there. And then smoosh it down just a tiny bit, because I do want to try and add like a little bit of a crust. The crispy top. I want to add the crispy top. So now we're going to even this part even more out. I might need to take even more off, which is kind of a shame. Okay, and then make this an even layer. Oh yeah, it's almost pretty much exactly how I wanted to do. Oh my goodness, I am so thankful that I did not add more resin to this mixture. Okay, so I'm gonna hold it like this pretty much. I'm just gonna even out these sides so then it looks a little bit more uniform. And then we're gonna put the spoon back in there. We're gonna move the whole freaking mixture out of the way so I don't accidentally cure it. And then we're gonna bring in, actually, set it down and cure. Just so then it's not like misformed because I'm holding it. Okay, that's probably good. And then just get into all the crevices. That looks crazy. Look at that. That's kind of insane looking. It's so green and like radioactive. That's not what you want to hear about a quiche, but I think it looks kind of cool. All right, so that is step one down. Oh my gosh, that's actually freaking adorable. Wow, look at that. That is actually freaking adorable. Okay, so next is the harder one, and I might need to get like tweezers to hold this a little bit maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna try and hold it by the crust up here. Yeah, like that. I should have gotten a spoonful out. What the heck? Hold on. And I'm gonna try and get like this little scoop over here, honestly, that has a little piece of, I should probably move it elsewhere. It has a little piece of bacon and spinach in it. I'm just gonna, oh, this is so danger. This is so danger. My goodness gracious. I have to freaking hold it like my life depends on it. Come on now. You were, oh my gosh. Okay, fine. I'll use the toothpick. How about that? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, and then just even this down. Okay, I'm gonna put it on the table gently, and I'm going to level this little piece out, and I'm gonna cure it like that, I think. That's actually maybe kind of perfect. Perfect without the help of pieces of tape like I wanted to. There's a hole on this side, gosh dang it. That's kind of sad. god. Okay, so now I got this little fork over here and I'm gonna dab a little bit of resin on the fork. So how do I even want to hold this actually? Oh, I guess I could probably put the resin around the sides of the, hello, can you calm down there, calm down. I could honestly probably just dirty up the fork by doing this and then it should resin together, right? Is that how this works? Like that, right? Is that how this works? Hopefully. Actually, I might get that piece of tape. Okay, I have a different little piece of tape that I'm going to put on the table if it can get off of me. And I'm gonna put it on here so then I can just peel it off of the tape afterwards, just in case I jack up stuff. Cause I want it pointed perfectly from the front of the fork. Yeah, that's good. Okay, well, hopefully it sticks to each other. I have no idea if it actually will, but hopefully it does. And honestly, a couple of seconds is pretty much all this flashlight needs. Is it stuck? I will not hedge my bets to see if it actually is stuck. Oh no, this part is bad. No, I have to redo that because I wasn't thinking about it. I wasn't thinking about this. So honestly, what I technically could do, I could just stick the fork to the quiche itself and then put the slice on there, probably like that much. And then I'm going to scrape these off and onto the quiche itself. I know this is kind of convoluted, but I'm not really sure how the heck to do this a bit better without having to open up my resin bottles again. So we're just gonna scoot some off on this side. So then at least it kind of looks a bit more uniform with what's happening, even though I'm gonna add more later, so I don't even know why I'm doing this, but it's okay. Honestly, I probably should have just did this from the start, just add some around, compared to trying to hold the fork over there and do this. I don't understand sometimes my brain does not catch up to what I am actually trying to do. Okay, that is probably good. And then I'm gonna cure the fork to the pie itself so then I actually know like how much I'm even raising this thing. And cure. And ta-da! Woohoo! Okay. So that's like that, right? And then we take a little bit of the mixture again and we take the pie piece, the quiche. What? This is a quiche. The quiche piece, we're gonna plop it right where it would go. It's a little bit lopsided, but that's okay. That is a-okay with me because I think it's still cute. Okay, so now we're gonna take a little bit of this and like stick a little piece of bacon on the side or something so then it stays. Oh yeah, I'm still supposed to be doing the top. I was supposed to be doing the crust piece, but honestly, I think it's okay. So we're gonna take this and take this piece off. Gosh dang it, my hand. Oh my goodness gracious. My hand, it's so resiny, okay? And then we're going to take the handy dandy toothpick. We're just gonna, I need to hold this in place somehow. Hold it, and then just like, this bacon piece is too huge. It's okay, I think it's fine. I can slightly cover it back up a little bit, maybe. I can put the spinach piece on the other side, I mean, technically. We're like right there. Yep, I guess that works too, yeah. Whatever floats your boat, I guess, you crushed ice. The crushed ice just does not cooperate. Quiche wouldn't do this. Quiche would not raise up like this. It's okay. It's fine. I want it to look good. Okay. My goodness. Cure this into place, please. Oh, it's on my finger. Oh, that's not a good sign. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's cool. All right, let me finish curing that a little bit. Okay, now, my goodness. Now it's time to just fill out the edges because this is ugly over here and stuff. And then I'm going to, well, honestly, I don't even really need to, but I still do kind of want to just because it'll add like a little bit of cute contrast to it, I think. But I'm gonna take this mixture and just add like a little bit of brown resin to it to make it look a little bit more crusted. Crusted? Is that the word I'm looking for? Actually, no. Shouldn't I use a toothpick for this? Okay, there's my, oh no. Okay, my goodness, my hands are so freaking sticky. I can't touch anything. Half that because that's way too much. And then I'm just gonna fill in the gaps, honestly. That's pretty much what's gonna happen. Okay, I think that's good, but maybe I'll add like a little piece of spinach because this is kind of barren. The perfect little piece of spinach. Yeah, okay. And then I'm gonna put that there, and then we're gonna cure it. Oh my goodness, I just put the freaking... okay, I literally can't click stuff with this hand anymore. It's so messy. Should I add some right here? I really need to wash my hand, or at least like put some rubbing alcohol on it or something. Okay, so idea. I do have to actually wipe my hand off though. Okay, I gotta wash my hands. I totally forgot that this has this stupid hole over here, so I will actually add a little bit more just to make it look a little bit better over here, because I think it's a tiny bit ugly and we can't have that with our adorable little quiche. Okay, I think that looks good, question mark. Cure that, but very carefully because I have the mixture right next to it. Honestly, cure it all around just in case I missed any spots. It's lopsided. Oh, it's so sad. It's always sad when I lopside something, but it's okay. I still think it's cute. Okay, so I thought about it and I'm not going to use the mixture because it already has resin in it and I don't want it to become more watery. So I'm gonna remake the mixture and just add a little bit of brown resin in it so then it looks a little bit toasted. Of course, I am breaking this up before I put it into the bowl because I would rather not have to deal with this again. Okay, and then we're gonna add some more mashed potatoes. And I'm pretty sure that this is the original spoon for it. We're just gonna mash these together like the last time, but this time I'm not gonna be able to actually use my hands to mash them together, which is a bit of a shame, but like, as long as it mixes, you know, if I can mix stuff, oh my goodness. That's probably good enough, honestly. So I'm still going to put a little bit of cream in there, but not nearly as much as I did the last time. Like a tiny tinge of cream, I feel like a tiny tinge of cream. Well, maybe a little, no. Nah, better safe than sorry. And then I have a little bit of chocolate sauce here, chocolate syrup, I mean. And we're going to squeeze a little bit of this in there, just a teeny tiny bit. Ooh, come on now. Come on, you're right there. I don't have all day. Okay, thanks. That might be a little bit too much, but whatever at this point. If I need to add a little bit more of the original mixture, then that is okay. Where did I put the shaved ice? Crushed ice, my bad. Crushed ice, not shaved ice. That's a totally different thing that I did a while ago. So let's shove some of that in there. My goodness, that was a little jank. And then we're just gonna mush this around like typical and hope that it's just a tiny bit more brown than the other one. No, this is not going to work. It is too brown. Okay, sure, fine, be that way. I have extra mixture. We're gonna take some of this extra mixture and put it in here, but if this doesn't work, then so be it. It's lacking in herbs, but I don't think this is quiche anymore. It doesn't look like a quiche anymore, so I don't think I can do this. Cause like if I look at it, like side by side, yeah, it kind of looks gross. So we're not doing that. What I will do is add one last little layer around. This part is a little ugly. Hello. Okay, I'm gonna add one last little layer around just so like the bacon pieces and the spinach pieces pop out a little bit better. So bacon. Spinach can go over there. Stop it. Crushed ice. It really is kind of the bane of my Miniverse life, I feel like. Why does it stick on everything, but then sometimes it just doesn't stick? It really is like cling wrap or saran wrap, whatever you want to call it. But like, it's so annoying. Go over there. Go. Shoot. Get. Then we gotta clean it up back here. No. Oh my gosh. Stick to the quiche. The quiche. Okay, there. Sheesh. All right, now is that difficult? No, it was not. Give me another bacon piece. I want it over there. And then everything else can be slooshed over there. Scoot all of this over this way, please. Okay, and a piece of bacon. Put the bacon over there, please. And then just even everything out. Okay, and then just clean up this little spot back there. And that should be the gosh dang darn quiche. Oh my gosh. It started out so strong, but then started giving me problems. Let me put it back on the tape so that it doesn't get stuck anywhere. Let me move the mixture far, far out of the way because I mean, I'll probably keep it. I literally have no idea what the heck I would use it for, but I'm probably going to keep it just because, why not? And then make sure to get back here and cure under there. And that should be my gosh dang darn quiche. I don't understand why it gave me such a hassle at the end there. Honestly, I do understand. It's the crushed ice. Let me get this piece of tape up. All right, there we go. But the crushed ice really is the bane of my freaking existence. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. That is my quiche and it fits snug as a bug in a rug. Oh, that's actually cute. Oh my gosh. Wait a freaking second. That's actually so cute. I like it even more in the ramekin just because I really hate this part. That is so ugly to me. But ta-da! That is my quiche. I don't really know where the heck I'm going to put it in the grand scheme of things, but of course, let's put it on the serving counter real quick. So let's scoot this out of the way, and I'll probably keep my normal pumpkin pie up there. Let me scoot the shepherd's pie out of the way for a second. It'll come back in the next episode though. And then let's put the little quiche up there and ta-da! That is my freaking quiche. It was such an experiment and it started off so good, but then started dwindling. But like, I really like how it came out and I definitely could say that that looks like a quiche, just like my shepherd's pie. Oh my goodness. The last one of November is going to be definitely not pie. It is literally not a pie. I just needed one more thing to go into a ramekin. So if we look at the ramekin, let me dump this out for a second. So take your guesses. What do you think I'm going to put in this ramekin literally tomorrow? You're going to see it tomorrow, but like ramekin, cute, small, it's sweet. It's a dessert. It's not a pie though. It's definitely not even pie adjacent. It can be considered slightly fancy. I feel like this would be fancy, right? I'm giving you all the hints. It deals with eggs again. Yeah, like the quiche, but like, you know, not savory, right? But yeah, no, I just needed a reason to use one last ramekin to just finalize everything. Actually, I think the quiche might go in here. Maybe? Cold? No. You would want a warm quiche. I don't know. Well, since this is, well, I mean, I don't think it would be cold. Wait, no, it is cold. You'll find out. You'll find out. Okay, but that's gonna be the last one, and it's once again another experiment, just like the last three have been. But ta-da! That is that. That's that. We're almost done with November, which is kind of insane because it definitely feels like it's supposed to be like November 15th right now. I don't know where the heck the time is going, but gosh dang, am I so busy every day because it feels like everything is going too fast. I don't even remember what day it is. It's the 20-somethingth. I don't know. It's before Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving if you did some Thanksgiving celebrating. And I don't know, you know, I don't know. I'm so freaking confused on where is the time going. It's kind of crazy. Sorry to maybe give you an existential crisis real quick, but that is all from me today, and I hope you freaking enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.